Guys, our Prometheus here, and we're in Week 14 news. We are 7-5 going against the 6-6 Redskins this week. So let's look at some of the things going on. It is Week 14, so we will look at the schedule, rest of our schedule. So we still have the Redskins. Our second game against the Vikings in Minnesota. We go and play Lovie Smith in Tampa. Then we play at home at the end of the season against the Lions. So we have two division games within this. Big division games. We should beat the Vikings as they are last in our division. But the one with the Lions is going to be the big telltale sign. NFL right now, the Ravens has the best record. 11-1. Seahawks are the best in the NFC with 10-2. Obviously, the Ravens would be the best in the AFC. When we look at the NFC, Lions have the second best record, then Falcons, then the Saints, then the Eagles, and then us. So we would technically be the last wild card spot as of right now in the NFL. Seahawks are from the West. Lions would clinch the North. Falcons would clinch the South. Saints would clinch that first playoff spot. Eagles would clinch the East, and then I would clinch that last playoff spot. So we do have some playoff implications coming up. We play the Redskins this week. If we lose this game, it becomes they are one game or half a game technically ahead of us because they would have the tiebreaker. We play the 9-3 Lions, who were 2 games back with 4 games to play. Then you got the Bucks playing spoilers. You got the Vikings playing spoilers. So we are coming up to the last 4 games of the season, and it's going to come down to these last 4 games. We'll sift quickly through the other rankings as division. So the Ravens, of course, are going to go ahead. The Steelers are 7-5. Titans are in first and 7-5. The AFC South is pretty weak. Bills actually are ahead of the Patriots, probably because of a tiebreaker game. But it looks like the Patriots would make the playoffs. The tie here is between Denver and the Steelers right now, because the Patriots would make it at 8-4. And the Chargers are ahead in the AFC West. So it's possible if Peyton Manning does not make the playoffs if they continually, if they actually go on another losing streak. They've won their 3 straight, and well, the Steelers have won their, have been on a losing streak lately. Skip to the NFC. Obviously, we know the North. Everyone's tightly packed in record. The Packers have dropped 4 straight. Don't know what's going on up in Green Bay. Falcons are 8-4. Saints are 7-4, so that's still a race for the division there. East, the Eagles are 7-5. The Redskins are 6-6, who we play this weekend, and the Cowboys are 6-6. So this is just a race for the East. NFC West, the Seahawks have ran away with it. 10-2. No other teams even close to them. Looks like the Niners kind of broke down the Rams. Really, their defense is good, but their offense has been inconsistent. And if it wasn't for their 3 defensive touchdowns, they wouldn't have actually beaten us. And then the Cardinals have fallen apart this season because of the Carson Palmer injury that happened in Week 2 playing against us. So let's look at some news. Let's see if there's any draft stories. So with 28 tackles for loss this season, middle linebacker Stephen Fuller set a new season record for Michigan State. So another player from Michigan State. We could add him and have on the other side of the ball Langford. So we know Colbert is one of the best blockers. And then Ben Castillo is leaving the football program for middle linebacker. So we're going to have to look at this middle linebacker. We don't really need one. We could use some depth. I'd like to go in the season with 5, actually 6 middle linebackers. And that's I'd like to bring in a vet just to see what he can do. Possibly. So he was a middle linebacker. Let's look at him. He is from... Here he is. Stephen Fuller. He's ranked as a 4th round pick. So if he's ranked as a 4th round pick, I mean, he might be someone to go after. He's 23 balance. It is a 4.3, but depending on what his speed are. Good tackling, good pursuit, good hit power. This guy is a developmental player right here. Stephen Fuller. He's going to be a developmental player that's behind Shea and Christian Jones. So I wouldn't mind that. Traditionally, I'm not very fond of having offensive players that can't contribute within the next year to 2 years. But when it comes to defensive players, depth is a really big thing for me. I'm a defensive-minded person. I like to do that. That whole thing in my franchises. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else that I missed. Like that can fill out with scouting. I haven't done a Newsweek video in a while. So Myron Cooper, pass block, run block, toughness, yeah. Say as a 1st round pick, talent wise. I'm gonna bring in a vet there. That entire position's a debacle. Try to see if there's anyone I was really looking at. Look at Joey Bars. I remember Joey Bars. He was slated to be a nose tackle actually in a base 3-4. Ooh, good blocking, good tackle, good power moves. Mid-second rounder. Yeah, that's good. We might be letting go Jay Ratliff this year and having Eddie Goldman go through. Or we might actually mix some players around and move Ratliff to an end and actually revamp this offense a little, or defense a little bit more. Some draft picks. Stephen Fuller with that tackle is big. I mean, B+, B-. He's better than Brendan Ash, Trey Carpenter, and BJ Harper. I mean, Trey Carpenter goes to like the 5th round. I would pick him up. But really, like, Fuller is just big there. DeAndre Barr, hybrid defense, 6'2", 230. More of a mold like Sam Acho is. And pursuit. Yeah, he's a developmental guy. That's why he's in the 4th round. I'm trying to more so look in the later rounds. Alright, now let's really look at corners. Took his LSU guy, Marquis Barber. Press. Yeah, mid-6 rounder. I can agree with that. But FAU, Stanford. Here's one. Trace Herringer, 5'10", 190. He needs to put on some weight. Sexton Maxwell from Rutgers, same thing. And one we can convert. Here's one from Northwestern, Derek Taylor, a school that's around the corner. Good hip power, good pursuit, good zone coverage. He can play in that zone spot if need be. There's some good safeties out here. Where's Kavon Robertson? Let's look at him. Even though he is 5'11", good hip power. Yeah, he is definitely a 6th round pick. That's for damn sure. It is actually, yeah, it is actually 5 points right now because I don't have the scouting thing. John Fox. So this will do it for I think. We're gonna look at our through our depth chart. So we have Jay Cutler back. And I think we do have Eddie Royal back. So we are working the full team. I believe so. Christian Jones is out. That's what I'm dealing with. So I don't have a middle linebacker. Do I have an extra middle linebacker? Man, I know I've been hurting there without Christian Jones. It is Barrow right now. The only thing I hate is I can't look at what my free agent status is off top of my head. Like you can if you go into trades, it'll tell you what it is. But I don't think there's a way to look at it. So we might bring in a middle linebacker. Nick Moody. Might bring back Nick Roach. 74. Consistency, awareness, block shedding, play recognition, tackle, good pursuit, decent zone coverage, decent speed. You know what? I'm going to trust my defense right now. What I have. One thing we're going to do, we're going to look at the players we need to re-sign just to give you guys an idea of what we will be going in the offseason. So here's Jay Ratliff. So that's why he may be going bye-bye. We have Ryan Mundy, who's been on the IR. Shea McClellan, which we are going to look at Shea McClellan, and we are going to give him a contract. He has been that all-encompassing hole in the middle of the defense that has done a great job this year. He only once, so $1.25 million a year just about. And we are definitely going to give him that for 3 years. So we're negotiating, we won't find out until next week. Asamoah. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Omami? I don't know. He's been playing right guard here and there with DeCoos. Josh Bellamy, we are going to bring back Josh Bellamy. He wants a small contract. Always does. Let's try to see if I can get him on a 2-year deal. It's only $900. He's negotiating. Mark Mariani. 1-year deal. No guaranteed money. We're gonna see if we can bring you back cheap. I mean, with Amos playing good, Ryan Mundy would only be an extra piece. He would just be depth per se. He would only compete with other people. But this much for a reserve guy. We do have Vereen. Amos is definitely going to be starting on the other side. See how much. You know what? Can we get you with pretty much no guarantee money for $750,000? So you can do there. We got Ryan Mundy and Jay Ratliff. How much does Jay Ratliff want? 6.6. He wants some 34. Jeremiah Ratliff. Jay Ratliff, same thing. That's what I'm going to have to think of. Think about. And Ryan Mundy wants a $6 million contract, 3 years. He's going to need guaranteed money. I'd rather spend it elsewhere. Definitely like the receiving core. Have Kevin White back. Have put some linebackers in there. Get some quarterbacks. Things like that. So, I think one thing we are going to do is it's about time. Jacquez Rogers, or we're going to go with Jeremy Langford as the second back. As the third back, we're going to keep it like this as of right now. On defense, we are going to keep it like this. Sutton, right, left, Fuller, Porter on the other side, Kamanis, third corner, Amos, Vereen, McManus behind roll. McCullum, Burrow, Timo. Cornelius Washington's right here. All right, Lamar Houston. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more Lamar Houston. Do have Willie Young in there. One thing I am going to do is we're going to change some of the auto subs. So when it comes to back, that's fine. Okay, offense. Matt Forte won't last the entire year at this rate. We're going to do this. One thing we're also going to do is we are going to mess the sliders a little bit. I've seen some of the games. I haven't had too many fumbles. I'm going to mess the penalties, so you all have seen. One of the things, I'm going to bring down holding to 53. But having a decent amount of pass interference, single block the back's good. Roughing the passer was just getting a little bit ridiculous after a while. I'm going to take down holding. So I just actually commentated a video that was week 11. And noticed there was 5 holds against the Bears that game. And there was 3 holds by the Broncos. So it was just out of control. We're going to pull down fatigue to 65. Injuries to 65, that's good. Power, that's fine. I want the CPU to have a better punt accuracy, so we're going to put that up more. Punt power, that's fine. Field goal accuracy, I'm going to put that down to 35. Field goal power, no, we're just going to keep it. We're just going to put it at 50. Make it easier. CPU skill, pass coverage. Certain things will do something. So we'll do a better run blocking. That's good there. It's good there. Fumbles, I mean, they're not really fumbling a ball unless the quarterback. Interceptions, that's nothing new, that's fine. Pass coverage, tackling. For me, tackling, interceptions should be fine. Defense reaction, fumble, run blocking, catching, pass blocking, QB accuracy. Alright guys, so that's going to be end of this news video. Tweaked our sliders a little bit. And really we're going and finally getting Jay Cutler into this game against the Redskins. And hopefully we can put together a game that's just, oh, wow, okay. So wow, Shea McCullen is declined our offer. Wow. Josh Bellamy declined our offer. Mark Mariani declined our offer. Wow. So does it still say... I never tried to re-sign. Does it say that they won't take it? Oh, okay. We're still negotiating. I'll give you 1.5. Maybe that's what he wants. Give you a $1.2 million deal. Let's do that. Yes, the veteran minimum is this, huh? See if you can do that. See if they'll accept it. Like, can you do this like every single time they reject it? Let's concentrate on Shea and see if it's even possible to do this. I don't know what the mechanic on it is. Off the top of my head. Give you $7 million. Still declined it, even though it's way over what he wants. Let's do this. Still rejected it. What if I went down a year? Might have to look this up. Like, cause this doesn't seem right that I'm able to do this. I can just go submit offer like every day. It should. Yeah, I'll have to research this more. Alright guys, well I will see you guys next time when we play against the Washington Redskins in Week 14. Later.